Hello, I'm Christine. Welcome to Book Talk. Today we are discussing Maybe Someday by Colleen Hoover. I don't know why I said it like that. Maybe Someday is the last Hoover book that is out that isn't the second book in, like, you know, a series sort of a thing that I haven't read and now read it. I'm all caught up. Yeah. I read them all. I said I was gonna, and I did. Mission accomplished. Reading slump almost gone. I think it is gone. Like, I'm excited to pick up another book. Like, one that's not even Colleen's. I'm through the wilderness. You know, I made it through. Yeah. The wilderness of the reading slump, not the Colleen Hoover books. They were really great. How does Maybe Someday rank for me? I didn't like it as much as Ugly Love and Slammed. It's like under there. It's on my second tier. There's only 2 tiers of Colleen Hoover books. It doesn't go below that. I like them all. It comes down to really which story you personally connect to the best, because they're all great stories and I feel like all the characters are great and relatable and I just love them all. I had no idea what Maybe Someday it was about. I really loved going into it like that. I was like, whoa, wait, what? Not what I was expecting at all. So it's a girl, she's 22. Her major is music. She switched from pre-law to music. Her dad wanted her to be a lawyer and he's not paying for her college anymore. She's living really independently at age 21 and she just turned 22 and she finds out that her boyfriend is cheating on her with her roommate. And this isn't a spoiler. It's literally like the first page. She lives with her roommate, so she's like, okay, I'm moving out, and she has nowhere to go. And she doesn't want to ask her parents for help because she has this whole independent thing going on. So things unravel from there. Before this happened, every night she used to go on her balcony and there was this guy across the way in the other building who played guitar and she'd go out to listen to him play. And he notices her listening every night and stuff happens! And it's cute, and it's touching, and it's relatable and wonderful, just like every other Colleen Hoover book that exists, okay? If you haven't read it yet, I obviously recommend it. This one is the least sad for me. I mean, like, it's a sad situation, but it's not like, if you're looking for the least sad, I say it's definitely Maybe Someday. I think that's it for the non-spoilery section. I really don't want to tell you anything else. I think you should just go pick it up if you're interested in contemporary, sweet, rom-com-y, moving type stories. They're like rom-com drams, drom-com roms. I don't know how to describe them, but I could see them all being rom-coms, except rom-com drams. Like Notebook, but funnier than the Notebook. They're rom-com drams and I love them. That's it for the non-spoiler section. Bye if you haven't read it yet now. Bye. Goodbye. Goodbye. Okay, so Maybe Someday was just like a barrel of surprises for me. Just the beginning. I wasn't expecting to go back 2 weeks, and then we do, and then it's also from Ridge's point of view, so this is another dual POV. I was not expecting him to be deaf at all in the slightest. He's like Beethoven. He's like a musical prodigy. Musical genius. It was another surprise when Maggie was kind of deaf. She's not deaf completely. She has mildly bad hearing loss or something. But wow, I just wasn't expecting to be dealing with that sort of a situation. It was just so jarring to have this musical genius not be able to hear. The whole process of Ridge writing music with Sydney was really interesting. He was really leading her on. Every time Ridge did something like touch her neck and like, can I lay on you and feel you sing? I understand he wants to feel the singing, but you can't do that and expect the girl not to take that as some sort of move. You can't innocently just lay on top of her for hours while she sings. And that's an emotional experience. It's a really intimate experience. And you have a girlfriend and he's like, oh, I was doing nothing wrong. What are you talking about? We just fell asleep. No, you didn't, Ridge. You didn't just fall asleep. You had this really intimate experience of hearing Sydney sing. You've never done this for anyone before. Just Ridge. I feel like we see this in life all the time. That guy with the girlfriend, he's a really good guy and you really like him, but like he has a girlfriend, but he seems to like you. And it's just so frustrating because like you know he has a girlfriend, so why is he doing that? Because it's just leading you on or leading to some sort of cheating situation and you don't want to be in that situation. And Sydney doesn't want to be in that situation. We just feel so bad for the whole situation. I loved when they wrote music together. Sometimes I would feel like kind of embarrassed for Sydney because she's just putting the lyrics out there and Bridget's just looking at them and it's clearly about him. But I guess that's part of their thing, being honest. I knew it was gonna come back to bite him in the ass that everything he said to her was over Messenger on the computer. I was like, anyone can read those. And that's what's gonna happen. Maggie's gonna read it. And guess what happened? Maggie read it! Delete your messages or don't do it like that. Put it on paper and then burn the papers! It was really sad when we learned what was really going on with Maggie. That scene when Sydney finds her on the floor of the bathroom was just really horrifying. The lack of ability to communicate with Ridge was horrifying. I really liked Warren and Bridget. That whole dynamic was super fun. I love the Bridget misconception that Sydney is deaf. That was hilarious. And then the scene when she finally told her that she wasn't deaf was great. I love their little bonding moment when Sydney goes into Bridget's room. As per usual, all the characters were wonderful and vivid. I cried once in the book, and it was at the end. Ridge was waiting for Sydney to say when, and he set up that whole concert for her. It was so cute. It was so rom-com drama. She was in the audience, and he was like, just say when, and she signed when. We see from Ridge's point of view, and he's like, she just signed. She learned some, the tears just like erupted from my eyes. Like I wasn't ready to cry, and then all of a sudden I was like, she signed him when. It was so sweet. It was so sweet. I love their relationship, and I'm so happy they made it work in the end, or that they're gonna try to make it work. I know that there's like a novella called Maybe Not, so I don't know if I want to read Maybe Not. That doesn't sound fun. You can't break them up, Colleen. Don't do that to me. I loved when he came to see her before they were ready, and he was doing the whole thing with the pen. Oh, he's so attractive. Oh my god, this scene at the birthday party for Warren. We see from Sydney's point of view, and she's really drunk, and she's in a room with Maggie, and Maggie's like, oh, I like your bra. Let's go show it to Rich. Oh god. Sydney, no. I loved reading all the text messages the whole time. It was a really interesting story. I've never read about a person in a relationship with a deaf person, and it was just really intriguing to hear about the way they communicate and the intimacy in which they communicate. I'd love to hear your thoughts. I'm Christine. Thanks for watching. I'll talk to you next time. Goodbye! Oh my fuck. It's been a while since I filmed here in Jersey. Ow! I hit the wall. Let's try again. Hello! Funnier than The Notebook. It's hard to describe. They're rom-com drums. What is that noise? Stop it. Shh.